Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and this is your weekly motivation segment. You are 10 minutes away from being inspired, clear, and ready to rock out your business this week. So grab a coffee or green juice and let's get started. Welcome to the Divine Living Talk Show. I'm your host, Gina DeVee, and today I'm here to remind you to anchor in to your purpose and your vision. Listen, I know how busy you are. I know all of the things that you have to do. I have them too. I know all of that stuff that just fills your brain. But what we're going to do here for the next 10 minutes is take a moment and take a breather to remember why you started this business in the first place, to remember what your purpose here on this planet even is. You know, we get so busy just doing all the time, we lose the spirit of what needs to infuse our tasks to make them worthwhile. Because I'm here to remind you, there are a lot of ways to live life. I know we forget because we just go through the motions and it's another Monday and it's just like, here's all the stuff that we have to do. But God didn't create us that way. These are like machine-oriented mentalities that humans have created. So I invite you to bust out of any kind of humdrum, boring, I've got to do this, these are all my tasks, this is what I have to do. Anything that bores you is boring God and boring everybody around you, by the way. The only difference is you're the only one who has the power to change it up. You're the only one who has the decision-making ability to say, no, I'm not doing this anymore, and raise up your vibration. And I'm going to tell you the way you're going to do that. You're going to remember what your vision is. Anytime this has happened to me in my business, why do I have to do this? I don't like answering these emails. I don't like approving that. I don't like writing this piece. I don't like any of that. It means I have forgotten my vision in the first place. And every single time I go back to looking at what am I doing and why? Because I could be on a beach somewhere. I could be waiting tables in Cyprus. That's my usual go-to. I could be doing a lot of other things. But if I'm not doing those things, what's my why? And then everything falls into place. Then I get excited again. Then I remember why I am so delighted to get this marketing piece out, or to write whatever mailer I need to write, or do whatever it is I need to do to grow my business. So whether you're brand new in starting your business or you've been doing this a long time like I have, remember your vision. And when you remember your vision, you're going to remember how you're meant to be of service. Because I know that when I remember my vision, it becomes not about me. It becomes about my desire to get the information that I have in front of other women. I get re-inspired about making a life-changing difference in other women's lives. I get so tantalized with the creative process about how else could I communicate this message, and who else can I reach, and what other regions can I go into, and everything becomes abundant and vibrant and exciting again when I remember my vision. And how grateful I am that I get to sit at home at my kitchen counter and access the global marketplace, because I'm interested in that global community, and I'm pretty sure you are too. Everything will change. When you get that what is before you right now is an opportunity for you to give of your talents and your gifts and make a difference in other people's lives, you don't need to think about anything else. And I'm going to take it a step further. If you're watching this, which you are right now, you and me both need to highly get over ourselves. The stuff that we're like, oh my God, what am I going to do today? And I don't know how I'm going to get myself out of overwhelm. Let me tell you about overwhelm. Why don't you think about some of those mothers in Syria? That is given permission to be in overwhelm right now. You and me, not so much. I'm not here to compare anyone's story, but we are living in free places where we get to do whatever we want and live the lives that we want. I'm not saying you haven't overcome challenges. I'm not saying that your feelings don't matter, and same with mine. But I am saying indulge in it a lot less and be so much more focused on who are you meant to be and how can you transform lives? How can you give of your gifts and talents? Because do you understand that what is inside of you is life-changing? So your only job is to go get that out in front of the people who need it the most. Your only job is to make it easy for the people who need you to be able to see you and find you and experience the beauty in what you have to offer. That's what your vision does. That's when you remember that your vision is connected to the realm of the miraculous. That's when you remember that all of this isn't on your shoulders alone. That your vision is connected with you and God creating something beautiful in the world, something majestic, something miraculous. So if you've gotten a little bored, a little stuck, a little unsure, your confidence has been shaken, or you are in overwhelm, I invite you to create a different experience for yourself. Create a different reality, because you can do that. And it's going to start with you remembering your purpose and your vision. And then the next step that you're going to take is connecting with God on it. And it's as simple as, and do not think that simple means that it doesn't actually become effective. It's as simple as, dear God, what would you have me do today? Dear God, and you get to ask for what you want. You know, I'm Sicilian, so me and the big guy, we're on speed dial. And if I'm bored, I'll say, look, I need some kind of spark in my life. Like, I'm like, I know, like, okay, here's my purpose and here's what I'm doing. I need a new way to do this. Like, this is like, I can't do another week like this, dude. And there's infinite possibility available to you. The easiest and best and most pleasurable and feminine way that you're going to get to this space, take 10 minutes for yourself after this video. Take 10 minutes to go journal. For me, the journaling starts out with Dear God. And you get to be human for like a minute. It can be like, Dear God, I'm bored, I'm depressed, I'm overwhelmed, I'm never going to have a life, I don't know what's going on, I don't know anything. Great, fine, you've done that. Now it's, Dear God, please guide me. Dear God, I know that I have this power, this heart, this ability to make a difference in the world. And I'm asking you to show me what are the next steps. If you're not clear on that vision, dear God, and I highly recommend this one, you be relentless with you and your source, because every woman deserves to have crystal clarity on what her purpose is. And if you don't, you get that for yourself. Because I know that my maker is not keeping that from you. And it can be such a beautiful process of personal development, of that discovery of who are you and what are you meant for. Now, I've worked on myself since 7th grade. I've been going to therapy, so let's just start with that. I've been working on myself for a long time. And every year, I get greater clarity about who I am, what I'm meant for. Every year, I let go of more of what I'm not and seize more of who I am. And every year, I fall deeper and deeper in love with who God created me to be. And I want you to have that experience as well. So get connected with your vision. If you don't know what it is, you pray and you journal and you do not give up on yourself and you do what it takes to discover it. And please know it is a process. If you do know what your gifts and talents are and what you're great at and what your zone of genius is and what your purpose is, go anchor into that. Go be of service to someone in a big way, not just in like a pedestrian way, but like, because you're fabulous, you're a queen. Go do queen, go do you, go live your purpose and anchor into that. And when you spend the 10 minutes journaling about what that is and flesh that out and get that vision, you're going to be so much happier, you're going to be directed, and you're going to be living like the queen who has a purpose, which is you. So for all of you who are loving the idea of living your purpose and getting clearer about it and getting out of any funk, please leave a comment. What is your purpose? At least to the best of your knowledge, what is that today? And also please share this video with those who need to hear this message as well.